Alright, today is May 5th of 2023, and got a few more things in, namely my 2x6s for bottom planking. At least I got some of them in. I figure I'm going to need upwards of 200 of these, maybe not quite, but so I ordered 100 of them, enough to get half done, or approximately half done, and this isn't quite all of that. It actually came on two pallets, and or lifts they call them, and the second lift we didn't realize was there, and so that's not quite 100, that's 74 there, so I got 26 more to pick up. But yeah, that'll allow me, of course, to get started, and we'll see then how it looks once I get these on, whether I need to, or how many more I'll need to order after that. And I also got in 500 pounds of my ballast. This is real fine steel shot. It's actually media. I think it's media that's used for shot blasting, for whatever they use the steel media for. And then it's in a heavy Cordura nylon bag, and it's supposed to be inside plastic or vinyl something to keep the stuff from rusting, which, you know, probably isn't going to matter. But yeah, these are 50 pounds a piece. You know, they are amazingly compact. I mean, if it was lead, it would be even better. But this should work wonderfully. So I think what I'm going to do is order another 1,000 pounds of this stuff, and these will get packed down in the bilge. I'm not quite sure how to go about this. See, there's one of them sitting in there. I mean, obviously when the bottom planking is on, you can pull some up off to the sides here too. So I should be able to easily get like 6 of them, even in this real narrow one here. Yeah, don't you think? He agrees. So yeah, these are going to work fine, and I'll put basically 1,500 pounds down in here under these 6 bays, is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these 6. This one here isn't going to be able to get a lot in this one, but and then when the boat's put in the water, then we'll be able to put more ballast wherever we need it. And I've been working on plumbing a little more. I got the plumbing more or less to the toilet here. This is the drain line from the toilet, and this is from a urinal. This is the drain line for the urinal that goes in here. I got a little bit of a loop in here to catch, you know, keep odors and, you know, from ventilating out from the tank. But anyway, yeah, this should work all right. This tubing that came with the toilet, they had it kind of kinked, so I've been putting clamps on here to try to work those kinks. Out. I have to reposition that one, but this one seems to be working all right. But anyway, I got that done. I need to, oh, and here's the Y, the Y's that I was talking about. I wanted to put Y's in here rather than T's. I'm sure T's would have worked, but it just seems to me that Y's are better because it keeps things flowing in the direction that you want them to flow. And I did a little research back here again to see what I needed to do back here to get some plumbing in place. Kind of, sorta, because obviously, you know, once the appliances and stuff are put in here, we'll be able to finish out the plumbing, but I need the drains and whatnot hooked up from there to go into that box back there. That's the sump box. It has a pump in it that'll drain the shower, sink, and washing machine and toilet from back here, the urine line in the toilet. They're composting heads, so they don't need a black water tank or an overboard discharge for that. So, also, I got in my switches, and these are just float switches. that are going to run, or sensors, you know, that are going to run an alarm for the bilge. And here's all the Ys I got in. But what else have I been doing? I got the new air conditioner put in for my house yesterday. Put a mini split in. So I got that going, that's good. And you can see it's raining outside today, which is a good thing because we have been really, really dry. We need the rain. Hopefully it keeps it up for a couple days, which it sounds like it's supposed to. So, I got most of the rough wiring in. I got some more of this 12 gauge 3 conductor for AC wiring. I need to get a little bit more wire in the boat in terms of, you know, for AC wiring. But I got wires run back here. It's the water heater. And then I got one coming up here to the bow. And the rest of these are DC 12 volt DC wires. These will run the bilge pumps, and they are run pretty much back up into the electrical area. Service entrance, shall we call it? Let's see, these are all the bilge pumps, and then these are the yellow ones are the sending units, the float switch sending units. But these will all go up into there. Which don't need to actually be wired just yet, which is something that I can do later. That's accessible all the time. But to get these wires at least positioned more or less, so they're ready to be installed. And you can see some of these go up into the electrical panel, which would be the AC wires predominantly going up there. And the DC wires, these here at least for the build system, will go into that box there. I don't know how well you can see it. Yeah, so we're getting to the point where I suppose I should start thinking about putting bottom planks on. I don't want to get too carried away with bottom planking. So what I'm thinking is maybe starting aft of the engine room and putting some planks on one side, and then maybe on the other side going the other way, so that I leave at least part of it. What are you doing? Sitting on my foot. So I leave at least one side of the, you know, the keel open so I can work on things in there. But we'll see. The planking is, I'm sure, going to go slow enough, especially since I'm going to be epoxying all these planks into place. It's going to slow the process down. What I'll probably do is cut like 4 or 5, test fit 4 or 5 planks, and then work up a batch of epoxy to install them. And I'm going to have to do some planing and sanding whatnot on these as I go too. So, but I don't think that's going to be just too terrible bad. Cutting the rabbet into the keel is going to be the tougher job. But yeah, but I think if we're just doing a couple feet a day or whatever, that's not going to be such a big deal as if I had to sit and cut out that whole section at once. It'd get a little boring. But anyway, so yeah, things are on target. Like I said, I hope to have the planking done, you know, by the end of this summer or fall at least, so that this winter I can start putting the plywood onto the hull. All right, well, that would be my update for today.